The Orphaned Flower, written by George Lewis Avery, voiced by Callum, courtesy of 11 Labs. Let us begin. Yesterday, while traipsing on a bluff where the snow lay thin, I spied a bit of color draped amongst the frozen canvas. Not much, mind ya, just a tad of fluff. A tender flower in a plightful state. What hurt me eyne and pained me hammers with her pitiful cries, so naked and cold amid the cruel elements. I drapped down onto one knee, and I shielded her wit me calloused hand against the wind. And for a moment I felt a warmth, a fire mind, ya, creeping into me fingers and crawling towards my heart. I smiled, and I didn't mind the pinch it caused, and the flower was never so safe as she was then, and I never so content. Endless hours I sat unfatigued, and the flower she smiled up at me till the ice in me veins began to thaw, and wells sprang, artesian style, from both my eyne. We could have remained this way indefinitely, had I only not heard the crunch of a heel against the snow coming up behind me. Startled, I closed my hand, and you were there peering across my shoulder to see what I had found. Alarmed on account of the flint in my eye, you shied away, but already the damage was done and the flower crushed. I unclasped my hand, and the cold returned to my fingers' tips, and, certain I was alone, I plucked a bit of ice flow out of me eye. Then, with a gentleness unlike to me, I notched it out a resting place where I spread its broken petals as best I could with me frost-bit fingers, and I covered her with snow before moving on. All is buried now, deep within the freezer that is my heart, awaiting the thaw. I am as ever, Troll, yours for the spontaneity of combustion. You have been listening to The Orphaned Flower, a snippet of a poem written by George Avery. If you crave more in a similar tone, you will enjoy the fantasy adventure, Stinkle Toes, Under the Mountain and Over the Moon. Given 3 5-star reviews by readers' favorite, and as one pundit put it is the kind of story you'd get if Shakespeare, the Brothers Grimm, and a slightly unhinged mountain hermit collaborated over moonshine. I laughed, I gasped, I reconsidered every mushroom I've ever picked, a troll with a conscience and a carnivorous twist. I didn't know I needed this, but now I want a whole anthology. Copyright 2025 by George Lewis Avery, all rights reserved. No portion of this audio file may be reproduced in any form without written permission from the publisher or author, except as permitted by U.S. copyright law.